Yes, there's a momentary godly moment. Yes, there is a Sat Chit Ananda bliss, pure out of body dissolution of mind state. Yes, there is a human constructed way of trying to discover something that is truly undiscoverable, because that what is looking to discover is a discovery. You see, the actual availability to our living organism body and its moving elements, its searching and naturally evolving, naturally growing, naturally shrinking ways are the truthful, is the truth of what is taking place. To discover anything at the end of any experience is just another passing of the time that humans have created, time and space. Let me simplify. For centuries, for millenniums, species of what we have grown from, but have never been not, have appeared and disappeared, changed in a positive way, in a negative way, matters not, to reach the point of you being here. And there seems to be a mind that has continued to try and unravel the purposes and the history or the future of what will take place. The mind wants to know something about beginning, about end, about higher, about past, and what's to come. And in every moment, each one of us has attended. So whatever history says in a universal, in a galaxy, in a planetary appearance of names of species, whether it's Shambhala, Atlantis, alien, Lemurian, human, whatever it says, everything leads to the same thing. You know, in a personal way, my experience with that moment, that ultimate moment that appears to be very sweet within the core of it and very euphoric from the all of it. but sweetness of what you would call the source. It reveals enlightenment. It reveals awakening. It reveals all your states of mind are just elements of minuscule creations to help whatever we have appeared as at whatever time as just an aid to passing time. You see, to bring it into a human day, we get up in the morning and we do things to pass our time. And there's nothing wrong with that, because it's just a fear of acknowledging the truth about what we are and why we're here. Let's not face up to the truth of why we are here, who we are, and what we genuinely are. Let's just put a facade, a veil. We know it's okay. We can go back. We can lift the veil. We can do all that. It's going to be pretty traumatic. It's going to be a very losing situation, because you have to lose all your past history, your generations, your name, your identities, your relationships, your attachments, your beliefs, your hopes. But it's okay, you see, because we'll just pass the time and keep reappearing and disappearing. Transcending, they call it. So the result of yes, there's a God. Yes, there is ultimate bliss states. Yes, nirvana. Yes, deprivation. Yes, there is the hell. Yes, all these things exist that we have created to pass our time. But a very simple fact is, through this state of regression, being, suffering, searching, seeking, wanting, needing, trying, making so much changes, effort, trying to be as creative, as compassionate, as kind, as unification being the goal. You see, unification is the goal. You see, that's what every species wants. They want peace and to unify. Even the most dreaded species, even the most hated and skeptic species, wants to unify and merge so that we can all become one. That's the whole idea, you see. That's the whole game, the whole plan. And how to do it, you see. When you accept enlightenment or God or any suffering state, and accept it and take responsibility for it, and try not to cast it aside and just let it be, just let it do what it's here to do, it will dissolve your past, your history, your relationship to the species of all species. It will remove the burdens, the hurdles, the efforts, the seeking, the trying, the searching, the needfulness, the attachments, the beliefs, and the hope of not realizing the truth. You see, to hope to realize the truth, when the hope is removed, the truth is realized. So all our lives, whatever we become, whatever we are, whatever you want to say, and we can look at the specialists, you can read books, you can look at history, you can listen to so many intelligent speakers, but you'll eventually you'll come to the point that whatever I did in the past, in previous lives, with a mind, is just to pass the time because of the fear of resolving the real truth about what we are or what I am. I don't want to talk on behalf of any other human species or any past species or any future species. You can only talk from the root core of the very essence of what I is. When enlightenment and all the stuff, all that hierarchical feeling of non-duality and out of body and special light, buoyant, translucent, pure, boundless, moving, sensational and essential needs for an enlightened state to be in. When it dissolves, when it grounds itself. See, the idea of grounding is the idea of the last stage before reconnecting to the truth. You know, when the plane crashes, sorry, my dog is, it's not an earthquake, it's not spiritual, it's just the dog's head is moving the device. When the realization is insight, not a mental constructed ideological brain, methodical, I've worked it out, I've done this, I've done my theories, I've done my research, I've looked at all species, I've looked at all angles, I've looked at the biological aspects, I've looked at the geological aspects, I've looked at the racial aspects, I've looked at the religious aspects. When all of this is washed away with time and space, and the only thing that remains is the feeling that is beyond I. So you're seeing that you're not I. I is. But beyond I is an unspeakable reconnection with whatever one truly is. And the experiencer cannot share that. That's your job. I'm not taking the journey away. You see, to teach is to take the journey away from the student. It's to put a stop to the journey and say, stop going your own way, go my way, as the teacher says. So I'm only speaking on behalf of the experience of being this reconnected soul to the planet. Now, the planet may be a singular component within the universe and the galaxy. So when you become one with the planet, you become one with the universe. When you become one with the universe, you become one with the galaxy. Forget about religion. Forget about science. Forget about God. And I'm having to use names like planet, like galaxies, like universes. But when you become one with the purest, dearest, most sweetest consciousness, you realize the only thing, regardless of what type of species, what hierarchical species, what warrior species, what angelic species, regardless of all the states of fluctuating ways of describing different species, different things, different colors, different shapes, But take away all that. Whatever one is a compilation of the whole of what existence is in the present moment. When the mind goes quiet in the present moment, when the brain shuts down, when there's only an inner flow of love through that umbilical cord within, they call it to Vishnu, but it's not, it's the source. And what is source is it's something at the end of the umbilical cord. The source is the way out, you see. And the species is the way in. And one cannot work without the other. So we have to reappear as whatever kind of species we are, and whatever biological name you want to give it, state, whatever planet you're on, whatever name, whatever identification, the species will keep revolving, not evolving, revolving, but the original species is that I am the planet, which is I am the universe, I am the galaxy, I am the cosmos. Now, in a measuring way, the mind will say that means you're vast. I'm just a connection to myself. And the whole object is to reconnect to yourself. Not in a spiritual way, not in a Vedanta way, not in a Buddha way, not in a scientific way, not in any other methodical way that has been projected or infected or inflicted into your mind or your life. Remove all that, you see. Even beyond enlightenment, even when enlightenment grounds, even when everything grounds, there's a reconnection to the self. But the self is not what it is in your mind. The self is pure consciousness. It has no way of becoming anything other than what it needs to see itself as. So we can plan and we can organize and we can research and we can dig and we can explore and we can create and destroy and we can compare between past and future and we can do all these wonderful things, but it's just passing time. How do I reconnect to myself? And if you think this I that reconnects to itself is an individual form, an individual component, an individual you or me, you're in the wrong, I wouldn't like to say the wrong mindset, because the mind is basically exempt from the exploration of the inner journey towards that what one is. This makes no sense. What the speaker is saying in very simple terms is everything that is existence you have been involved in. But all the things that you've been involved in, including the bodies that you have appeared in, the lives, the periods of time, the planets, anything that has happened within you as that appearing and disappearing form or formless space is of no relevance until you discover who the original is before. But it's not really before anything, because time grounds itself and becomes timeless. So the past is now, the future is now, and only now is the reconnection place, is the present state of losing everything to discover or uncover or recover the truth about life in whatever state, whatever mind, whatever moment, whatever God, whatever faith, whatever acceptance, whatever trusting individual evolves from it, gets from it, is just stuff. But the giver life, the giving of life to stuff, to lives, to creation, is not godly. It's not religious. It's not scientific. It's not universal. It's not a method. It's not a practice. It's not a way. It's not a spirit. It's not a soul. It's just a pure reconnection, a pure knowing to something that is so sweet, so pure, that words like sweet and pure simply are not able to make the truth of what it is out of it. It simply